Hey YouTube, it's Amy. This is the Amy SD Mom Cooking Show. A few of you have requested another recipe from me, and I am going to be making a festive pumpkin, banana, high protein, low carb, clean bread for you guys today. This is my first time putting this recipe together, so if I posted it, it tastes decent. So bear with me. I'm going to go over some of the ingredients that I'm going to use, and I will post how I put it all together at the end. Here we go. Alright, to make my flour up, I am going to use a few different things. Yes, I have a lot of ingredients here, and I will tell you how you guys can substitute. For half of my flour, I am going to be mixing these 1 cup. So I have my gluten-free oats. Oh yes, this recipe is gluten-free as well, wheat-free completely. I'm going to grind those up to make a flour. Those are rolled oats, half a cup of that. I am going to use 1/4 cup of almond meal. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour and 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal. And I will give the information on the breakdown of these at the bottom. And then the other half of my flour is going to be my protein powder. 4 scoops is 425 calories. 100 grams of protein. That's going to be my protein. For sugar, now this is sweet because it is vanilla, so I'm going to be using a little bit of the granulated Splenda, not very much, just a little bit, and the vanilla Stevia leaf that I'm always talking about. The Splenda isn't completely clean. I am going to be using a very small amount of this just to get the texture in there and just a little bit of the taste. In place of my fat, I'm going to be using applesauce. And we're using organic pumpkin, a banana, and then your normal items that would go in your baking powder, your baking soda, your salt. And in place of the vanilla, I'm using the vanilla sweetener. I'm going to be making 2 tins. Total, it's going to be about 13 to 15 grams of protein per serving of about 125 calories. As long as you're in that 10 calorie per 1 gram of protein, that's a good source of protein. So if it's 100 calories, you want 10 grams of protein. If it's 150 calories, you want 15 grams of protein. I'll do a breakdown on the carbs too. Now most of the carbs that you're getting from this are very healthy. This would be a great after or pre-workout food. So I'm going to put this all together and I will come back to you guys. Okay, so now I have all of my flour ingredients in here, and I'm going to whisk this all together to make sure there's no lumps or anything. So what we did was half a teaspoon of salt, 1 heaping half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, the ground oats, half a cup, 2 tablespoons of the coconut flour, 2 tablespoons of the flaxseed meal, and 1/4 of a cup of the almond meal. And we're gonna, and my Isopure pure protein. I enjoy the Isopure protein. If you guys don't know the statistics on that, it's 1 gram of fat, 25 proteins per scoop, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and it's the easy digestible whey protein. And on my on my stomach, it seems to tolerate it very easily. I've been using it for a few months now, and not having any sugar is a huge thing for me. I completely stay away from table sugar and wheat altogether. So if you haven't tried it, that's a great one. Moving on, I just added 1 cup of the Splenda to my dry product. I'm also going to eyeball about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon in there. So there is my dry ingredients. Moving on to the wet ingredients, I have 3 egg whites and my fat replacement, which I used the organic applesauce with cinnamon because I am making this kind of pumpkin spice bread, so I wanted to put the cinnamon there. Now I'm going to add 1 really super ripe banana and the whole can of pumpkin, and then I will blend this separately, then start to add in my dry ingredients. Gonna mix up these wet ingredients. I ended up going with 2 bananas because that's what I had, and I think this is gonna make 2 really good sized loaves, maybe even 3. So we'll see what we end up with. I'm gonna mix. I've got pretty much all the wet ingredients blended, and here's my dry ingredients, and we're gonna go ahead and put in about half and then blend it together. And I'm going to add the other half in now. Alright, so we're going to mix this till it's blended up, and then we're going to put it in our greased pans and put it in the oven on 350 for about 40 minutes. Alright, here they are. Here's the 2 loaves. They're about half full. We'll see how far they rise. And I'm going to put them both in the middle of the oven. Here. They're in there. And we'll take a look in about 40 minutes. Well, they're looking good. They got maybe 10 more minutes. It smells really yummy. Can't wait to get them out and cool them and taste for you guys. Alright guys, they came out and yum! They smell yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so the servings are going to be these 2 tins. They're 9-inch tins. I'm going to cut these in 6 pieces, so they're going to be nice thick slices. So 12 pieces total, 110 calories a slice, 2 grams of fat, 10 carbs, and 11 protein. Pretty darn good. And I mean, that's going to be a pretty thick slice, over 1 inch thick slice. So yeah, yummy guys. Let's see how it tastes in a little bit. Alright guys, I've got my slice and my tea, and I want to show you guys. This is a pretty darn thick, big slice here. And it looks nice and moist, really moist. Oh, it's still really hot, 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 hot. Let me give it a try here. Can taste the cinnamon and the pumpkin and the banana blend. It's very good. A little sweet, very moist. It came out really good, guys. I can't tell you what it's going to come out like tomorrow after it's in the fridge, but I'll let you know at the bottom of this video. Have a great night, guys. Bye.